So you came here from
Stockholm.
Stockholm.
Yes.
You did not expect red carpet or anything to walk on.
No, no, no,
and,
no. I was happy with the way. I mean, Tallinn is very beautiful. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there is things to improve. What would you improve if you?
For film shoots or for just being
Yes,
here?
well, for film shoots, of course.
I haven't really seen how it works here, but I mean, the city is small enough to not be able to have so much problems as long as the government understand that you need to have a permanent permitting network working together if you want to close off a street and be able to drive the big trucks into Old Town and to be able to do things like that because it's a lot of pretty locations.
In your presentation, you mentioned that Sweden has no tax breaks, so to
No.
say. It has several incentives that are of different nature. What would you say would be advantages of Estonia?
Well, Estonia also has, I think because it's a small country, you have easy access to your politicians who make the decision makers. You can just I heard from your film commissioner that you started that you can also just walk into the politician's office or make a phone call. If you think of France, UK or America, United States, you don't have access to people who can make a quick decision on to change situations around people's. If you have a foreign filmmaker here who overstays his visa, or if you want to close off part of the Old Town or whatever, you need to be able to get people quickly to make a decision, and that's an incentive. Everybody speaks English here too. That's an incentive. Yeah.
Sweden has got a foot in making some productions that are globally marketed, like
Yes.
you mentioned the one film.
Let the Right One In, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Fast Cash. We've had a lot of success with film for the last 4 or 5 years. It was a long period when we were kind of in the shadow of our neighbor Denmark, who had a very successful film business, but now we're getting up to speed. A lot of our directors actually have been educated at the Danish film school, so it's a collaboration.
You decided to make those films in English language to have them be globally marketable, or how
No, actually, those are all made in the Swedish language. Let the Right One In and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo are done in Swedish. So, for instance, the Swedish Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, for the first time, 7 million Americans saw a film with subtitles, which on cinema. That was very unusual.
So you would say English language is no longer like.
I don't think I don't think it's necessary. I think Quentin Tarantino actually showed it in his last feature when he has all these different languages together. Besides, I mean, in Germany and Italy and France, they dubbed the film anyway. So make good films. That's it.
Quality
Yeah,
films,
yeah.
quality screenplays,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
things will start.
Developing money for developing scripts is very important. Money to develop talent, to develop and foster your future directors.
Right, so balancing the art house films and the big productions is always
Yeah.
difficult. In a small country, we really don't have any really big productions to.
No, but you do have a lot of commercials here. I mean, all the Swedish companies come over and do their commercials here. So you do have a very good film business here. So all those things cross each other, and they give each other crossbefrukta. They help each other. Like all those commercials actually get the film workers here to become really good film workers. If you get an American feature here, you can say that all our film workers have done commercials with international crews. All those things are incentives.
Well, we don't have. We're just arranging the film commission and planning to build a film studio that
Yes.
more bigger things could be filmed here. And there is a digital laboratory.
Yeah, there's lots of
by
good
the
things here, and
school.
you're very close to everything. Also, it's a short flight to Berlin, to France, to Frankfurt, all the places where people come from.
So you would say to get the money in productions to come here.
I think it's still a very cheap country to shoot in, which is, you have the rumor of it having good people here and it being very cheap. That's a good one. I think you need to collaborate. I mean, we should all collaborate around the Baltic Sea to help each other as much as possible. We do it in Scandinavia, but we could do it all, with all the countries from up here, because we have a lot of similarities, both in nature and in the way people are.
I think Estonia very much wants to be a Scandinavian country.
Yes, you almost
considered
are.
rather than a Baltic country
Yeah.
or Eastern European
Yeah.
country, which we are
Yeah.
also. But we really want to be a Scandinavian country. So you say teaming up with Norway because they have oil and so
That was a good
forth.
one, yeah.
Right. So can we be in it as well?
Yes, I mean, do you know that a lot of the people who are doing TV and the film in Sweden are actually Estonians? Because they are people who are children of the Estonians who came to Sweden in the 40s and the 50s.
Excellent.
So,
Wow.
yes,
We need to get in touch with them.
yes,
Show them that
yeah,
we're still here
yes,
in the old country.
yes.
And,
You're a close neighbor.
so
1 hour flight.
I think they want to work with us if we
Oh,
have
yeah. I have-
skills and
Yeah, I have so many friends, producers who make commercials who come here anyway, you know, all the time.
okay.
Oh.
Okay. Let me see if I had anything else listed here that I wanted to know. Okay. So Estonia has several developments happening. Is there any one thing that is paramount, like major, big thing that...
To be a film commissioner, I think one of the most important thing is to have a film commissioner who can babble in English, because when you do get that phone call, like I did when it was David Fincher's producer, it was essential that I could speak English very well, that she could Google me and see that I worked in film production. You know, it's very important that the person who answers the phone understands the questions and the issues that they want to know, and they want to know it now. So you can't say, oh, I'll try to find out. It's very important to have somebody who works with film production, who works in the film commission.
So to ask from the global, large filmmakers side of things, should Estonia even think about like large film?
Why not? Of course you should. Oh yes, of course you should.
Large English language films.
Of course you should. You should do both. You should do your own. You should develop your own film business to do your own stories, and you should have a business here already very soon who can take care of the big shoots that will come here.
I would assume we need to bring in from outside somebody who has already done it before.
Yes.
To show us how it works.
And there is tons of people in Sweden who've already been here doing commercials. You already have friends in Sweden.
All right.
Okay.
So we can consider you a friend of Estonian film community.
Yes, I'm going to give you my card, so you can call me.
Thank you very much.
Ingrid Rudefors, Stockholm, Mälardalen. Yes.